Hey guys, and welcome back to the Divine Witch. Thank you for joining me today, and hopefully everything in your life is going okie dokie. But if it isn't, and there's some things that you want to get rid of in your life, I'm going to show you a very simple and easy way to banish those things out of your life. Now, most of us have ribbon of some sort laying around the house. If you don't worry about it. Get something that's either a white cloth, a cord, whatever. You can color it your association color for it and make it to where it fits what you're trying to get rid of. Now, like I've told you guys in previous videos, I always get my practitioners to write whatever the color association means to them. Now, for me, for red, and for the purpose I'm using it for today, is to get rid of anger. So, this is going to be a knot magic that you're going to be doing. And it's going to require you personally to do two things. First off, know your color association that you associate with whatever you're trying to banish. That's first thing. Second thing, if you're trying to banish something, you need to think out what number it is that you associating with banishment. Now, me personally, I associate 10. So I will be making 10 knots. Now, as you can tell right now, currently, I am rubbing the cord, playing with it, putting my energy, and as I'm talking to you, I'm thinking and projecting onto this cord of getting rid of anger and negativity. Anything that does not suit me any good for it to be stripped away. That's what I'm asking for. No harm, just for it to be gone. So, with that being in mind, like I said, pick your number. Some say the number 3 for them is the banishing number because they remember their mom counting to 3, and if she got to 3, it was in game. Me, it's 10. If I get to 10, it's done. And that's how many knots I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put in this. And you start with 1, and you keep on working. Keep on working it. And you can sit there and you can play with your cord for as long as you want, put as much energy as you want. You don't have to sit there and keep on putting knot after knot after knot. Because you're working this, you want it to leave without any issues. You want to take your time with it. You want to think about it, getting rid of whatever it is that you want to get rid of. And trying not to mess up your cord in the process, which is what I'm trying not to do. So, as you're doing this, think about what it is that you're trying to banish. I would advise that you do this when you are not distracted, per se, and please make sure to keep an eye on your knots. Means keep an eye on the count, which for those of you out there who knit or sew or whatever, you already know the pain of keeping an eye on your knots. This isn't that intense, but same premise. And you're going to keep on doing that, which is what I'm going to do right now. Now, the other thing that you're going to need that my lovely assistants, like I got more than one, my lovely assistant is going to show you this vial I got here while I count my knots. Just watching it slowly come up is like, she's a witch. You got to have those fun little moments where you laugh and you giggle. If you don't, then what's the point in living, right? And I think that's something that right now in this world we've forgotten how to do. I know it's hard because, we got so much crap going on. It's ridiculous. I always wondered why the tower kept on popping up. And I never understood why until this year. And I'm like, oh, that's why everybody's getting the tower. Okay. I'll tell you what, when it comes to readings and stuff like that, the cards will not lie. People do, cards don't. Alright, guys, I am one night away from banishing the anger from my life. And once I get there, we're done. Alright. Now, when you guys seen this floating up, and you didn't see it all. But this is the little vial that I got. I got a case of these a while back for the shop, and that's what I'm going to use for today. Now, I don't got it here with me, but I will be adding it to it. I've got some banishment oil. Now, if you don't know how to make banishment oil, here's what I want you to do. Go find you a carrier oil, because you want it to be an all-purpose. A carrier oil is an oil that you can put on your skin that isn't going to mess you up. That's what a carrier oil does. Find you a carrier oil, put herbs in it that are associated with banishing. You can even put a banishing symbol on this. Well, let's say if this was your oil vial, right? You could put a banishing symbol on it, whatever it may be. It's up to you. Some associate black with banishment, whatever it is. So you're going to take your vial, and you're going to fill it up probably right about here with your banishment oil. You can even add herbs into this when you get done. It's up to you. But you're going to take your string, you're going to fold it up. And as you're folding and you're crumbling it and you're pushing it down, you're taking the rest of that excess anger and you're shoving it down in with it. And you're going to have to probably shake it a little bit. If you were smart, unlike I am right now, you probably would have had some scissors to poke it through to get it go down, because sometimes when you want something to go bye-bye, it doesn't always work the way you want it. So you're going to have it kind of like this, right? It looks pretty cool though, really. Think about it. Like, look at that. It looks like red blood cells, right? I'm an artistic type of person. Not autistic, maybe. I don't know. I don't shame. But I think that looks really pretty. It really does. You get ideas when you do stuff. But you're going to fill it up to right about here with your oil. And this is what I want you to do. Once you do that, cap it. Now, here's an important step that I'm not going to show you on here, because technically this is just for show. So, what you're going to do is you're going to take a little birthday candle. Believe it or not, you can find them in white and you can find them in black. Whatever color you want to associate with whatever you're banishing. Then you're going to burn that candle on top. Now, when you go to burn your candle, here's the easiest way to do it. Take your lighter underneath the candle, stick it on, let it sit there, light it, let it burn down. Once it burns down, keep an eye on this, kids, because fire happens. Corks will go up. Keep an eye on your flame, because candles, little birthday candles, go quick. They're not like 7-day candles who take their time. So be careful. I do not want to see messages saying, I burnt my house down doing a spell. No. I warned you. So keep an eye on your flame. When it gets close to there, snuff it out. Now you're probably thinking, but wouldn't that snuff out the spell? No. We are sealing the spell and trying to keep our houses from fucking burning down. There's a difference. Even the gods can recognize not ruining your own shit. That's what they try to prevent. Just saying. Anyway, so once you do that, you're going to have this beautiful little wax puddle drippy, and it's going to bring your little dark witchy heart desires, and you're like, oh, it's so pretty. Okay, so then what I want you to do after that is for 7 days, shake that. Shake it for 5-10 minutes. Every time you get angry, shake it. Shake it like it's a religion, okay? Then once that is done, you're going to go away from your property, away from where you live, away from anywhere that you go. No taking it to those nice little witchy spots that you go that has a little stream and makes you think of fairies. Don't do it. Take this where you normally wouldn't go. Bury it. Because the whole premise of this is you're taking your cord, you're putting that anger into it. Then for 7 days, you're shaking that anger out. You're shaking it out, you're sealing it in, it can't come out. You got banishment oil. You've sealed, you've contained it, it ain't going nowhere. Last thing you want to do is have this puppy where you like to practice. And you might ask why. Well, if this little jar, if you hear that, I don't know if you can, see that? Is glass. Eventually, over time, nature takes everything back. It takes time, but it happens. You don't know if you didn't dig far enough. You don't know if, like, the pressure from the dirt and the rain got to it. Next thing you know, this baby's cracked, and that energy is going back into the earth. Now, I always keep this rule that it normally takes about 3 months to a year for once these jars break for the earth to take it back and to do what it's supposed to do. That's my personal. You don't have to believe that. That's the great thing about the practice, right? But so don't do it nowhere that you go. Okay? It's just simple. It saves a lot of headache. So hopefully this helps you. If you want a more in depth on how to make banishment oil, I will make a video. I'll probably end up making a video anyway. Show you guys how to do it because, it's a thing. But this is a great little thing to do. You can do it with anything. Like, let's say you're more into the hoodoo. I believe it's hoodoo. They have the certain numbers for different things in their life. Even if you're into numerology, you can take whatever number association. I think for, bringing things in and creativity and hoodoo is like number 3. Don't quote me on that. I'm not initiating into the practice. I have no clue. I'm just saying. It's just something I read. Whether or not it's true, I don't know. But you can do this with anything. You can banish hard times. You can banish illness with it. I'm not saying it's going to cure you, but it's going to help you. You know, it doesn't hurt to try, right? And, with the way things are now, you got to find ways to do self care. And we like to do magic for the things that we want, like, oh, I need money or I need this. But when it comes to spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional help, sometimes we forget about that. I know I do. And my coven reminds me of that. And they're like, focus. So I focused. I need to finish it. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. But hopefully this helps you guys. Just remember, if you don't have little cute little vials like this, you can use an old candle jar. I would advise getting eventually a lid. I think for the little candle jars, you can use like a pickle lid or something like that. You can even use like an old sauce jar. Be resourceful. Um, Matter of fact, if you wanted to, once you made this, you could throw it in the trash right at trash night and watch that stuff get carried away. And that's carrying your anger away. Which, honestly, for those in the city, it's probably going to be easier than finding some wooded area that you've never been before. Because, honestly, let's be honest, we're witches. We find a wooden area that speaks to us. We ain't going to stop going there because we buried a vial. Like, let's be honest. But I hope you guys had fun with this and enjoyed my ramblings and my craziness because right now it is 2 o'clock in the morning while I'm making this because I'm trying to be, making sure I get these videos out on time. So, with that being said, I wish you guys well. And always remember, no witches, no witches, no witches, no two witches, witch the same.